When the Bible says that he calls the weak things to confound the wise, and he calls the weak to confound the strong, he doesn't call you to remain weak. No, sir. If you are still weak, there is no way you can overcome the strong. He calls the weak and does something on them, and they overtake the strong. Am I here with the church at all? So when God says that he he will call the weak. So I'm weak, it's fine. He will call the foolish. I'm foolish, it's fine. No, sir. God calls the foolish and he works on them. That is why the Bible says that I will build my church, and the gates of hell. And the church there means ecclesia. I will build ecclesia, and the ecclesia means the called out. I will build those I call. So Christianity does not end with calling, it finishes with building. I will build the people I call. So in the calling there will be foolish people. In the calling there will be weak people. In the calling there will be uneducated. In the calling there will be those who are stagnant and lazy, and they don't love work. They don't know what they are doing in life. In the calling there will be people like that. But during the building you must become of the expectations of God. In the building. So God's love is demonstrated in the building. I will build those I call. So he said that many are called, but where the choosing begins are those who allow themselves to be built. Many are called. Everybody is called. Everyone. We smokers, drinkers, prostitutes, everyone is called into the church. But those who will be chosen for the honorable work of God are those who allow themselves to be built. You cannot walk with God and still be the same. He is a disciplined man. There is no one who genuinely says that God has called me, and that you can find a trace of the person's irresponsible lifestyle in the past still in the present. It's not possible. We are only deceiving ourselves if we say, oh, for me I am what I am. God lost me the way I am. It doesn't happen with God. It doesn't happen. When Joshua had to take over from Moses, God goes to him and said that, don't let my word depart from you. Meditate on it day and night. In other words, you cannot take this position with an empty head. This Moses you are taking up from, this Moses went through 40 years of learning in the palace of Pharaoh and 40 years of studies in the wilderness. 80 years. Joshua, you cannot use just one day to come and take over. Meditate, study, connect to my word, and you will have good sources. He went to Jeremiah and gave Jeremiah a scroll and said, eat this scroll, eat it, chew it. He said that it was in my mouth very bitter, but in my belly very sweet. He said, eat it. Listen, the God we are serving is a God of order. The Bible says that he is not an author of confusion. No, he's not in disorder. Oh, for me, I say we are under grace. We are under grace. Anything goes. No. There are disciplines around every gift God gives. There are disciplines around every promotion God gives. There are disciplines around every grace God gives. That is why he said, I will build those I will call, and after that the gates of hell shall not prevail. We have a generation who are committed to God only by lips, but are not ready to be pruned, are not ready to be trained, are not ready to be directed. So the Bible says that as many as are led by the Spirit, they are the real children of God. They are the children of God. For me, I can't help it. This is my character. For me, no, I cannot. You can't tell me that Christianity should change me. The Bible says that after Peter and John spoke before the council, the Bible said, but these men are unlearned and ignorant. How are they speaking like this? And Bible said they took knowledge that they have been with Jesus. It means that you can be ignorant and you can have no knowledge